Hello, Spurs fans. It's me, Paul the Hotspur Hippie. I hope you're all doing well. Now, truth be told, when I was driving around this morning, as I usually do, I'm driving around trying to blot out the gibberish that's behind me. I'm usually thinking of what I can do for a video. And this morning, I only came up with a few things. It wasn't enough for me to pull over, do a video, upload it, da 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 da. So I'll just blurt out the few things that I was thinking about. And if I get 10 minutes out of this, I'll be annoyed because that's like, loads of dollars. But there were three things. Buggered if I can remember what they are now. Oh yeah, one. Ange Postecoglou manager of the month, but that's not happening until Friday. Apparently, I just while I was chilling out a bit after I got home from work tonight, I watched a bit of Jacob's stream, United Spurs of America, channel I really enjoy, and apparently I've heard word on the street is from the kids that it's the United States of America's #1 Spurs channel. So it's got to be good, isn't it? But he said it's not being announced till Friday, so there's no point in getting all hyped and gubbinsed about that. So that was strike one. The other thing, I don't know, I might have to mull this one over. This is a thought that's been plopping around in my head. Is the oh God, I was going to use a corporate term. Forgive me, folks. Oh, this is going to hurt me, man. This is going to hurt me saying this. But the value that Ange Postecoglou brings to Tottenham, here's me, all football. What I mean by that is, I'm just going anecdotally here as well, is that there are a few people in the comments that, since I've been doing this channel, Australians, that have come on board the Ange Postecoglou choo-choo, or they were following him before, and now they're Spurs fans. Whether they'll last the distance, after Ange retires, after winning his 10 Premier Leagues or whatever, we'll see how we go. But it's nice to see a bit of interest in Tottenham Hotspur from Australia. It really is, because this is, when you talk about soccer in Australia, it is, even though the hoi polloi and the media and everything don't really get on with it because it's a bit of a migrant sport and all that. It's not rugby union, is it? Although rugby union's shit in this country. 7 minutes, 52 seconds. I can say shit. Surely I can say shit. But it is very widely participated in at the, amateur non-professional level. And not most. A lot of those people, when I see Premier League shirts floating around the traps, it's usually Man United, Liverpool, quite a few Arsenal, and then you got the glory hunters of Man City and Chelsea. So it'd be nice to see a few more Spurs shirts around the place, and that's bringing money into the club, isn't it? The other thing that I think Ange is doing, I'm really sell my soul to the devil here, and say the other thing that Ange is doing some value add on. I can't contain it. I don't know if I'll be able to survive the stream. Is the amount of money he's probably going to make on making players brilliant. Book value or whatever. Sarberg, Oxley or whatever, those company people. I forgot what the bloody name is. I studied at uni. It was a long time ago. The value of the players. James Maddison. I mean, he's $100 million player, isn't he? £100 million player, isn't he? Udogie, he's okay. Ange didn't buy him in, but let's let him flourish. Basuma, oh my lord. Although there's no book value on players like Son Heung-min up again for. I was looking at the stats on this. I think he's already won 4 Player of the month awards. This would be his 5th, which would put him into kind of rarefied air. There's not many players that have, won more than that. Harry Kane, of course, is joint record holder of Premier League Player of the Year awards. I think he's got 7. It's him and the Man City dude, Sergio Aguero. So you know, that's so. I was just thinking about like the other thing that, you know, Ange adds to the club, apart from, you know, the stuff that he brings to all of us, which is a love of football, is even as far as the suit's concerned, you've got to look after the guy, haven't you? You really do, because he's opening up a market in Australia. Albeit, okay, population of Australia 26 million, it's not huge, but there is a large soccer base here that I think, given Ange and his background, a lot of people will fly over to Tottenham Hotspur and welcome on board my fellow Australians. I'm legally Australian. I'm legally 3 nationalities. Stupid world, isn't it? But all you got to do is say, "Come on, you Spurs," and that's it. You're a bigger fan as me. So that was number 2. And how long did I get out of that? See, I'm up to 6 minutes. We're talking. I knew I wouldn't get a video out of this. I don't like to force it. You know, if my brain isn't buzzing, then I don't just want to upload crap. Well, yeah, I mean, it's always crap, but, you know, there's got to be a thing to it. You know, there's got to be a certain standard. You know, my personal standard. My personal standard, by the way, in life in general, is 90%. 90%. I mean, it's pretty good, isn't it? Because I've heard time and time again, the last 10% takes 90% of the time. So I say, bugger the last 10%. Get 10 times as lot of pretty good stuff done instead of obsessing over the last 10%. Get it good enough, and it's all right, isn't it? So 90%. And the third thing, which was a relatively minor thing. Stream got a little bit heavy last night. I want to keep it nice and light tonight, folks. Keep it all football and Tottenham. But the England Australia friendly that's been played on Friday or Thursday or whatever. It's Friday here, I think. Is being refereed by a woman. Well, I think that's all right. Pretty cool. You know, we got a load of clowns refereeing. One more clown ain't going to hurt. You know, is she going to be better or worse? I don't know, but it's just someone else, isn't it? But I read the article on the Daily Mail, and the commenters on the Daily Mail really weren't happy about it. And I'm no femo-Nazi. And I talked to a mate of mine who's no femo-Nazi anywhere. And we're both like, oh, yeah, whatever, that's all right, isn't it? But, but you know, I'm looking forward to that game a bit on Friday. Not really into the whole friendly. Sorry, I'm on my phone, so I'm a bit done with this, because when I'm sort of scrolling up, sometimes I hold my thumb on things too. So sorry about that. Stream's not over. We're still here. But the reason I'm late was because I got up to my 90% standard for this exciting Premier League update. I was still number 1, folks, doesn't it? Oh no, I just had an idea. Oh yeah, that would be stupid. Just in case you missed it, though. You know, that's what it means to me. Tottenham Hotspur at the top of the Premier League or Premier League table just sort of exudes love and harmony and all that is right in the world. It's like, it's a release. It's a meditation. Meditation. Look, I don't want to flog a dead horse. Oh well, anyway, so I didn't have the video there. So see, 9 minutes I would have got to on a video today, and I'd have been looking at the camera, looking at the timer, and it would be saying 4 minutes 30 done, and I'd have to start tap dancing. As soon as I've got to tap dance too much, I just say, nah, not today. Tomorrow's another day. More ideas tomorrow, Paul. So let's see what you lot have got. It's called the Hotspur Hippie Happy Hour. In case you didn't catch it, I'm in a bit of a silly mood today. So where is it? Where is it? This is what you're watching, folks. It's international break, man. It's international break. I'm going potty. I've got no Tottenham to focus on. This is what happens. It's what happens when I've got no Spurs to watch. I've got, trying to find a bloody vein. I need Tottenham, especially like last year. It was like a reprieve. It was like going into what's those bloody places called? Rehab. That's it. It was like going into a rehab last year. The international breaks. It's like, oh yeah, I'm glad to be away from all the sins of drugs and alcohol and all that sort of stuff. But this year, it's like, I want more. Give me more football. Give me more Tottenham. I don't know how I'm going to survive another bloody 10 days. But there is good news. There is good news. I had a look at the fixture list because I'm planning this. Planning is a very broad way of putting it, highfalutin way. My idea of going to Tottenham, New South Wales, which is bang in the middle of New South Wales, right? I'd have to pass through three nations to get there. I'd have to go through Eora Gadigal and Daruk, and Wiradjuri. I'll be going deep into Wiradjuri country where Tottenham is. And I'm really excited about that. But I'm just teeing up with a mate. I was thinking of going there for the Man City fixture. But around that time, we're playing we're playing 2 games a week. There's a lot happening. Speaking of which, there's all this talk that we've had the best start since 1960-61. So I thought I'd have a look at their results. I think they won the first 11 games. I mean, they were a monster team, man. God, it would have been fun to have been alive back then, because you've had that, and then a couple of years later, you got the bloody Beatles. You've had Elvis, then you have the Spurs double winning season, and then you got the Beatles, and then a couple of years later, you've got DSL. Just in case the YouTube bots are looking out for me, I think we know what DSL might mean. Yeah, swap it around. Liberal Social Democrats. That's what I'm talking about, obviously. So yeah, I was looking at the fixtures, and we're playing like a couple of games a week for a bit towards the end of the year, which is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm just teeing up when to do the road trip. It's about 6 hours drive from Sydney out into the middle of bloody nowhere. But there is a football pitch there, or there's an oval. I am going to score a goal there. And just chill out and have a bit of fun. Life's about the journey, not the destination. With all due respect to Tottenham, population of 532, there's not going to be a lot happening there, but that's all fine. Sometimes not happening is great. All right. Oh, well, I've got to 18 minutes, but I was rabbiting on there. Okay, so I'm going to do about an hour because it is the Hotspur Hippie Happy Hour, but we'll see how we go. It's flexible, isn't it? I'm only 90% right about these things. Let's get on to the comments. See how long you lot can drag it out for. Drula, hello, man. Good morning, Paul and Hotspur Hippie crew. It's a crew. Wow. That makes me happy. That makes me relive my times when I was leading a KRS-One and Scott LaRock and tagging the 204 bus with a great big marker. So if there's any 204 buses still in service and you see Rapid written on the back of it, it was me. Hopefully the statute of limitations for doing a bit of graffiti on a bus isn't like 40 years or I'm in the shit. But crew, yes. And you're from North London, so that makes it all, back to base, man. Yosarian, evening, Paul and hippies. Hello, man. Hope everyone is doing well. Just got a pop-up admin bit intro. You know, I saw this thing. There's this thing like because it's really hard. It's like because I'm doing it on my phone. I haven't got a PC and I haven't got full control. And then there's this thing that apparently from the 1st of November they're doing some changes where you can do stuff. I don't know, but I don't know. I hope it's not buggering up too much for people. But there's not a lot I can do about it at the moment because yeah, my PC's not well. When I become a YouTube millionaire, obviously I will get a new PC and then less adverts, so everyone's a winner. You know, I'll be a filthy rich person looking down on poor people, and you won't have adverts to watch. Or I might get greedy because remember, if you've got honey on your fingers, you're going to lick it. That's how power works. Mark Cousins, a member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Hello. Memberships and super chats are available. Big up, Paul. Hope you're well. I'm fantastic, man. I'm really tickety-boo, man. You were with me from the beginning. Few of you were. Mark was here from the beginning as well. Probably saw my first stream that I was doing. One of my first streams when I just lost my driver's license, and bloody hell, it was bleak, man. I tell you what. But now it's all right. It's all right. Just saw a glorious sunset out my window, as I do most nights. Can't complain, man. Oh, you're all saying hello to each other. Get a room, you lot. God. Divyansh Kare, you watch Ashes? The cricket Ashes? Yeah. I support England in the Ashes. But I did find it pretty hard to support England in this Ashes. The only thing that saved me from switching allegiances was because I can't stand Steve Smith and David Warner. Can't stand them. I can't stand the Australian cricket team. But in soccer, football, I'm Australia all the way, man, over England. So, you know, go figure, eh? Drula, you're all talking to each other. Oh, Ren, hello. G'day. G'day. Hey, internet pals. Oh, God. Makes me cry about the world, internet pals. Oh, I thought I had lots of comments. You're all just saying hello to each other. Here we go. Ryan Cluxton, what you got in that vape? Bloody, it's just like shit and nicotine. Nothing exciting, man. Bloody legend, keep it up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, here we go. Here's another guy here from the bloody get-go. Not just the get-go of me, the get-go of Tottenham being brilliant. It's Kim62, member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Hotspur Hippie, 2 days in a row. Like waiting for a bus and then two come along. Oh, well, that's the way it goes, eh? Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Yeah, well, the Fonz was cool. And it's funny, you know, when Ange was talking about the Fonz, it kind of, another couple of pennies dropped, you know. Childhood heroes, they shape you a little bit, you know. He's cool. He plays it cool, does Ange. Off today to Memphis. Ticking my bucket list of Elvis, the king of rock and roll. Well, a few years ago, my friend Kim, I've done quite a few road trips in America, but I think this was 2016, 17, something like that. Drove from Los Angeles to Nashville and back, and one of the stops on the way was Graceland. And I'm not going to say anything. I'll wait till you get back. But I hope you enjoy it, man. If you're out that way, you've got Stax Records, Sun Records. They're good places to go. I also went down the Blues Highway down to Clarksdale, Mississippi, which is where Robert Johnson allegedly sold his soul to the devil to play the guitar really well. And there was some great, the music around there. When you're in the sort of Delta area, you really feel it. You know, feel it as much as you can. And yeah, it's great, man. I hope you have a ball. So when are you going? Off today. Oh, dude. Oh, well, happy travels, man. Happy travels. It's great. Just do it all. And I don't know what your health's like, but I went to the cafe opposite Graceland and I had a peanut butter and banana fried sandwich, and it was beautiful because that's what the king liked. Thaddeus, hello, man. Hi, Paul. There is a psychedelic assisted therapy global summit, is there? Well, they've just legalised, I think, MDMA and psilocybin in Australia for therapeutic usage. So that's good. Took them a while to get round to it, but you know, I mean, cannabis is everywhere here now. Everyone's got a prescription. Edward White of Oz, you'll probably get a welcome to country ceremony every time you cross the borders. Oh man, I don't mind. I'm hoping to bump into some of the locals. Actually, I was thinking about that last night. It'd be really cool, you know, because all I know is that, you know, I'll be going through Blue Mountains, Lithgow, Parks, and then Tottenham. But I'd like to see some, you know, love to see some ragery stuff, you know. Mark Cousins, happy hour, a bit early for a beer. 7:40 p.m. here, man. It's never too early for a beer. Oh no, don't drink before midday. But you know, there's something to be said about the pleasures of a breakfast beer, isn't there? Well, mate, Tim. Adverts during the stream now. YouTube loves you. Yeah, okay. I feel a bit. Oh, yeah, well. Smash the like, peeps. Thank you for people in the chat doing, because I don't feel comfortable some of the time doing it, you know. But look, okay, bugger it. There's 39. Okay, let's be a proper YouTuber. Hang on, I've got to get my throat nice and ready for this one. There's 40 people watching this. I don't know how many likes there are. I can't see how many likes. I'll assume there's like 2. There's 40 bloody 40 people, 45 people watching this. I've only got 2 likes. What are you fuckers doing? Why aren't you fuckers going hit the thumbs up and fucking subscribe? Fuck. That's apparently how you do YouTube. Hi, Paul. Thaddeus. There's probably my money gone anywhere, isn't it? The Psychedelic Assisted Therapy Global Summit is happening this week, including discussions on how such medicines can be transformative force for individuals and communities. Oh, well, you know, any sort of different therapies are good, aren't they, you know? Dermot Celtic Rabbit. Wow, that's a fair old blend you got there, brother, isn't it? Celtic Rabbit. Oh, is that Celtic as in Glasgow Celtic, or is it Boston Celtic? Maybe I'll read the comment and find out, eh? G'day and ahoy, crew, mates. Look forward to 2 games, plus the Euro contenders will play twice a week until Christmas, which may help us. We're playing a few games as well, but they're going to be playing more, no doubt about it. Yeah, of course it will. Can't hurt us, can it? Can't hurt us. Although sometimes I do have this, you know, because it's not a democracy, folks. It's a Hotspur hypocrisy. You know, when we're only playing 1 game a week, I'll say things like, "Oh, you know, I'm going to be nice and rested and all this shit." But if we're playing 2 games a week, I'll say, "Well, how else are you going to get better at football unless you're playing football?" So 2 games a week is brilliant. But you know, I'll go along with you, Dermot. We're in better place than the other teams because we're only playing once a week. Tim Breggy, Basuma is out till Chelsea. Is that like suspension stuff, is it? I mean, that's not a bad thing, is it? Because I thought he was coming back after the next game, but if he got another yellow, then he'd be suspended again. So if he's doing like 2 suspensions in a trot and he's back for Chelsea, that's all right. And look, you know, I don't know. I mean, that's obviously going to make us look like a bit of a. Sorry, I'm just scratching my armpit. It's going to make us look different, but I think I don't think that's a bad thing, because it will probably give Ange an idea of he's probably already got his ideas in his head, but what he wants to get out of the January window. So it's not a bad thing. And you know what? Basuma is so good. A couple of suspensions every 8 games. That's fine by me, man. Fine by me. You just do what you do, Eve. Donovan Austrian. 7-a-side league starts tomorrow. What's 7-a-side league? 7-a-side league. Oh, you're playing. Right. Buzzing for our first game. Big derby match against our local rivals, Kidston. And what team do you play for, Donovan? Who are you? And where are they? Because didn't you say you were like a First Nation American person? Or sorry, my I got that. I mean, because I look at your name, Austrian, Donovan Austrian. What? But let us know who you're playing for. And is it being filmed? Can we do highlights of your 10-0 drubbing of the opposition? Because there's nothing happening in the international break. So I'd rather watch you lot beat Kidston than some other. Actually, something I've been doing, and I am going to do this during this international break. I've been watching more early 70s Tottenham games, and fuck me, we were good. Man, it's, life's a funny old thing, folks, even when you get to my age, which is 51, which is probably young for some of you and bloody ancient for others, but there's always new things. There's always new things to find. There's always new music. There's always, even if it's like old music, but you've never heard before. And I'm really enjoying what I'm discovering about Tottenham at the moment, because I'm kind of, familiar with their history and their matches in the 50s and 60s. There's bits and pieces around. I think I've seen most of it. And then from the 80s onwards, I'm kind of okay, apart from the black hole I went through between sort of 1995 and 2010, where Tottenham wasn't available to me. But something I've not really gotten into until the last few months is Tottenham in the early 70s. And it's brilliant. It was such a good, fun side to watch. I love it, man. So luckily, there's a few YouTube clips out there, or not clips. They're like 4 matches where you don't know the score. Last night, I did fall asleep because I was tired, but I started watching Tottenham versus Stoke, and I think I parted this plane about. I think we were 2-0 up, but it was something that it looks like an ITV not Wide World of Sports. That's Australian World of Sports. With Dickie Davis with his bit of grey hair. I've got one grey hair. That's the best Dickie Davis impression I can do. But they're like, for that game they had I think it was John Pratt and Bobby Charlton. And this is programs I'd never seen before. So it's really good, really cool. Tottenham in the 70s. So what I'm thinking of is when I find one of these matches and I don't know the score and I watch it and it's decent highlights, like at least half an hour, like preferably the full game, just do a match review of an early 70s game for the, why not? Why not? I wouldn't call it filler because it's something I want to do. It just seems like an interesting idea to me to do an old match that I haven't seen before and kind of give you my reaction as if it's just happened. Well, just my idea. Don't give me any feedback on that because I'm going to bloody do it or not, depending on what I feel like. So I'm not going to be swayed by you internet nutters. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. 3-legged dog finally happened. Tottenham and the natural order of football were with us back at the top. Well, there's a few more of you in here now, so I don't want to waste the 5 minutes of effort I put into this. Just a quick Beautiful, eh? Isn't it? It's like a moving experience. Although I left the comment up there so you couldn't see we're above Arsenal and Man City. But, you know, I'm sure if I'm going for another 25 minutes, I might be able to sneak it in. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just remind everyone what you're watching, because I like this clip as well because it's stupid. That's what you're watching, man. That's what you're watching. The Hotspur Hippie Happy Hour. You see, I do that and I lose. Here we go. Ren, how long have you been here, Paul? I moved here in 1995 when I was, so it was before my birthday. So I was 22. And now my oldest daughter is nearly 22. I'm thinking, what was I thinking? How did I possibly think I was clever enough to move across the planet? But that's what you do, you know. No disdain on her, because she seems far smarter than me. But, you know, I've never been to the UK, but I'm planning a trip during Christmas. Never been anywhere that's actually cold. Well, you know, Christmas in the UK is fun. It's nice. Just go indoors, watch a James Bond movie, and then argue with your relatives. You know, just like Christmas over here, but with, instead of prawns on the barbie, you've got stuffed turkey. It's nice. It's nice. It's fun. Christmas over there, fun. There's something about Christmas that means cold to me. That's something I haven't quite got used to in Australia, even after all these years. Surgical. I come to Spurs with Ange. Nice one, man. Son jersey is on the way. Brilliant. Come on, you Spurs. Hurrah. See what I mean? Ange is bringing bucks into the club. We've got Surgical. We've got a few others, you know. It's great, man. It's great, man. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy watching us and get a lot out of it, man. It's a big supported club. There's lots of us everywhere, despite what people might say. Apparently, rumours are, according to Wikipedia, there's 180 million Tottenham supporters in the world. I think it's bollocks, but, you know, it's a stat, isn't it? LD Badigal. Love the content, man. First year on the Spurs. Wait, see, this is the Ange is doing this, man. Welcome, Ange, LD Badigal. Couldn't follow Juve anymore. That's rough, man. Following Juve. After the scandals, yeah. My best mate sports Spurs. Brilliant. Oh, here you go. Different parts of Sydney. Come on, you Spurs. That's my job, man. Uber driver. It's wherever I end up, and I've got a thought in my head. But thanks, man. Welcome aboard. Ren, that's what a welcome to the country originally was. A welcome to other people in their land, like a passport. Totally, it's super cool. Yeah, it is, man. Totally different to acknowledgement of country. You know, in fairness, I like to. No, I don't tout my knowledge of native culture. I didn't really know there was a difference there, so that's something I've learned. There you go. So a welcome is when you're moving across a border, and an acknowledgement is when you're sort of standing in a conference centre. We'd like to acknowledge the Aurora and Gadigal people for us fleecing our employees out of all their money. Tim Braggy, go visit Alice. Oh, no, I've done all that, man. Nah, I've done all that. I've done Alice Springs and Uru and Kings Canyon and Darwin, and I've done loads of road trips out there. Bloody loved it. Loved it. Superb. And I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Once I get my head out of a bit of a financial hole, which I'm almost peaking over the top now. So, you know, happy days are nearly here. But I do want to do more road trips out in the outback. It's something I've done a bit of, and I love doing it. I just love being out there. You know what? A good movie I saw not so long ago. Movie recommendation time, and it's because I had the director of the movie in my car, a guy called John Curran. and we were talking. He was a super cool guy. He's an American guy, super cool. He's been over here a while, and after I dropped him off, I thought, oh, I'll just check out what this cat's done, because he said he was a director. What movies has he done? He's done a few, but a movie to people in Australia I really recommend, or anywhere really, is I think it's you can see it on ABC iView at the moment, because I've watched it a few times. It was on Netflix, and now last time I saw it was on our ABC iView. It's called Tracks, and it's the story about this this young woman, I think in the early 70s perhaps, who decides, and I won't tell you why or whatever, to trek from Alice Springs to Perth, or to the ocean. And it's great, beautifully shot, beautifully acted, beautiful. It's a great movie, and it's a true story. And the thing that hits home about how true the story is, I can't tell you, but it is great. I really enjoyed it. I've watched it a few times. I haven't had John, because you see, the thing with this guy John Curran, it was like I had him in my car once, and then a few months later I had him again. I thought, well, fuck, I might as well watch a couple of his films. Just he's never popped up since, but it's given me a good movie to watch, and I've watched it with friends, and I've watched it with my kids. Great movie, Tracks, loved it. And it was one of the last movies to be filmed, the Australian film, whatever, what are they called? I don't know. But it was done on proper celluloid, not digital. So for me, that it's got that, I know, you can feel it. You can feel it. And I just really admire the art in cinema when it's harder. When it was done on film, it's harder than just, I mean, you can point a phone at anything, but there is a subtle difference, in the picture quality between celluloid and digital. A little haloing and grain and things like that. Love it. John Fitzpatrick, g'day, man. Big up, Paul. My G. Don't know what G is. Is it gangster? I don't know. Rin, Paul has a great impression of a YouTuber. Yeah, yes. I'm sitting here doing this shit, and all I ask is for you fuckers to watch more of it. So why aren't you fucking doing it? Why don't you get a grip, click the like, click the subscribe. I'll tell you to fuck off, but I don't want you to fuck off. Stay here and let me torment you. There we go. Then no, I mean, that's extreme, but there's some that's like that. I mean, right, fucking hell, man. Kim62. You say that Gary Stevens was your unsung. Oh, he was my most underrated player. Yeah, Gary Stevens. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, underrated for sure. Unsung hero. Mine's Mike England. Was he? He wasn't underrated or unsung. Mike England. He was brilliant. Doesn't anyone not know that Mike England was brilliant? He was huge. Oh, I didn't know. Was he like? Oh wow. Okay. Because I've always thought of Mike England as it's before my time, but he's one of those players that, leap out of you. Mike England, Alan Mullery, Alan Gilzean, that kind of oeuvre, Wow, okay. Drul Paul, check your likes now. That must be scared the life out of the Hotspur Hippie creep. Press that like. Look, I don't obsess over the measurements of things. I really don't. I just do what I do, and I don't care. It's not like I don't care, because obviously, look, I understand how it all works. If people are commenting and people are liking, people are subscribing, then what? I know. I used to work in IT. I've got an understanding of how the YouTube thing works. But I can't be arsed worrying about it. I really can't. What will be, will be. When it comes down to, at the end of it, I'd rather people do what they want to do out of their own free will or not. Because there's loads of people, I know, you know, when I'm watching YouTube and I'm just vegging out, you know, I get a few channels and things like that. There's probably a load of videos I've watched of particular channels, and I'm not actually clicked the subscribe, but I still watch them regularly. I don't, you know what I mean? I just don't want to badger people, man. If you're here and you want to be here, that's cool. If you don't want to be here, then you don't want to be here. Well, go. But just make sure you click like before you go. Oh, Glasgow Celtic. All right, cool, man. Oh, I must be behind in my chats here, am I? Okay, I'm going to speed up the pace so I can, you know, professionally get it all happening, that I've caught up at the end of the chat by the end of an hour. So what we got? We got 46 minutes. So about 14 to go, give or take. You know, it's not a hard and fast deadline. Ren, there's highlights of one of my games where we got smashed 4-2. Played awful. The only footage of me playing, it's terrible. We'll skip over that one. Where's the footage of you doing like a hat trick? You're not a goalkeeper, is it? It was your mum that was in goal or something? No, you're a goalkeeper. You're a goalkeeper. Get a sizzle reel going. We'll watch it. And then you can sue me for DMCA and make millions out of millions I don't have. But, you know, I don't know, that's how suing works, doesn't it? I don't have to have anything. You can, like, sue me and money appears. Steady a shark. G'day, man. G'day, hippie in chat. Early 70s, Paul, were we there? No, man. Oh, I was kind of there, but not, you know, fully sentient. Yes, a Canadian. Oh, Canadian. Right. Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Osterreicher is my adopted World War II refugee Croatian grandfather. Ah, Dobro. Stema. Oh, no, Croatian. That's wrong bit of Yugoslavia. Sorry. Oops. Kakaste. Future music. G'day, man. Hey, nice to see you. Morning, Paul. And all, considering we're merely a bird on a ball, we're certainly ruffling some feathers, aren't we? That's right, man. It's a game cockerel. Did extensive research to find out what bloody bird it was, because it didn't look like a cockerel to me. Kev Knight. Hi, Paul. Apart from our first team, I've also been watching the under-18s and under-21s. What a great watch. We're top of all divisions, number one everywhere. Yeah. And it's funny, I haven't really watched much of those. Irish Hotspur is a great channel for that. I know he covers the younger football. But just from the buzz that's going around, I'm tempted to watch it. Like, I know I've seen some of the games and I know a few of the players, but it just sounds like we're doing something special in all our academy teams, which is fantastic. Mark Cavill, how about that? Last night I watched Spurs v Ipswich, 1977. Peter Taylor scored the only goal. 77? Well, either that was like the year when we were really rubbish, or the year where we beat everyone at, you know, is it 76, 77 or 77, 78? Drul, the Tottenham women play tonight against Reading on Spurs play. Yeah, I'm not. Still digging myself out of the hole. In about 2 months' time, I will have a fully operational credit card. Amazing, isn't it? You don't work for 3 months and it's all right. We're all right. Mark Cousins, Christmas UK fun. Bringing in umbrella, yeah, bring it up. Yeah, I think goes without saying, doesn't it? Zach M, hello, Paul from Vietnam. Hello there. Wow, isn't that cool, eh? All over the world. I mean, I expect people from England, Australia, and maybe even Korea, but Vietnam. That's nice, man. Hello, welcome. Hervé Tran started following Spurs due to Ange. There we go. See, Ange. Daniel Levy, man. Daniel Levy says, message to you. You've got to, like, back Ange, because look at all the dollars he's bringing in through other fans around the world. The whole world anyone that was neutral in football or supported Juventus is coming over to Tottenham. You've got to do right by the guy, haven't you? You've got to do right by him. All those extra shirt sales. It's brilliant. Love Ange. Was deciding between Basuma or a Van de Ven jersey last week. Next minute, Basuma gets a red card and Van de Ven scores. Jersey decided, along with Mickey. Hey, man, it's... I don't think there's any bad choice in those players. There's no bad choice in our first 11 or first few at the moment. So, but Van de Ven, yeah. Guy, what an amazing story for Van de Ven. Just we signed him, and 3 days later he's playing, and straight away he looks like a masterful defender. Brilliant, brilliant. You know, I'm so used to players taking a while to bed in, which is understandable. You know, back in the, even back in the, in the 80s in England, where, players would come down from Newcastle. I think of players like Chrissy Waddle or Paul Gascoigne. It takes a while to settle into from Newcastle to London. It's a bloody long way if you're driving or getting a train. The train turns up. Anyway, it's a bloody long way. And now it seems to be somehow players get accelerated into playing really well. I love it. Hervé Tran, can I recommend my favourite movie, Hippie? Master and Commander. Look, no. Now, it's not one of my favourite movies, but I tell you what I love about Master and Commander is the sound. The sound is brilliant on it. When I think it's the first attack where a cannonball comes in and there's splinters flying everywhere. And because one of the things I've wasted my money on. Obviously, it's not clothes, it's not hairdos and makeup and cosmetic surgery, but my home theatre, my sound system anyway is brilliant, and Master and Commander is fantastic in that. So yeah, good pick, man, good pick. Future Music, welcome all our new supporters. Absolutely, man, you can never leave. It's tattooed on your soul forever. Oh well, we'll see how. We'll see how well Tottenham Hotspur imprints. I don't want to be dogmatic about these things. Once you support a team, you support it for life. That's the way I do it. But people are people, aren't they? Phil P, it's just nice to have me here now. Hello, Paul, and all the people. Mark L. Smash them likes. They cost that to you. I see an awful lot of people in here that ain't smashing the likes. I can't do it. Oh, look at this. No, it's not you, man. No, fuck no. No. Oh, well, I'm assuming you know it's not you. It's Shawnee from Spurs Talk Show. It's one of my favourite Spurs channels. So it's nice to have you here, Sean. Hello there, man. Your word on the street is that you're tall, which I can't compute. Maybe it's because you always have your camera above your head. Oh, I always assumed you were like 5'6". But word on the street is you're tall. Put the camera a bit lower. Look like a giant, a mammoth of Tottenham. By the way, Spurs Talk Show is something I watch all. Like Sean's little walks along, where he's got his dog off a leash, breaking the law clearly because he's walked past signs saying you should have your dog on a leash, but I'm not going to dob him in or anything. I really enjoy those. I really enjoy those walks in the country and rambles. Really good thing to see. Drula, woo! Three-legged dog. Paul, that last YouTuber impression had a hint of Auntie Jack. Don't know. Oh, I do know Auntie Jack. Yeah, a bit before my time in Australia, but I'm aware of it. I'll rip your bloody arms off. Steady Sharp, a bit late. Welcome to all the new Spurs fans. Yeah, there's loads, eh? It's great. Morning, Paul. Oh, Moondog. Hello, man. Morning, Paul and chat. Krishna Murthy, who said his secret was that he didn't mind what happened. No, I'm a good keeper, but it was when I first went from centre back to in goal, so still figuring it out. Well, it's a big old change, isn't it? Big old change. 5 minutes to go. I'm racing and get to the end of the chat here. Dermot Celtic Rabbit just switched to watching on the big screen, 74-inch. That close up. Send off for next week, Mad Max. Wolf Creek remake. Oh, no, Wolf Creek. No, Mad Max Fury. I was bored shitless. I'm not a big Mad Max fan anyway. But Fury Road was arse. And Wolf Creek, it's a bit torture porn. I don't like torture. I like horror, like Reanimator, stupid stuff. I don't like torture porn. Detox, 31 teams who have led the way at this stage of the campaign. I saw this little stat that they had on Match of the Day. 12 have gone on to win the Premier League trophy, a success rate of 39%. Well, I don't want to be accused of being delusional. I mean, we're top of the league, aren't we? I'm trying to be realistic. You can't fight stats, man. Great to see you too, man. Oh, thanks, Sean. Donovan Austrian. Thoughts on Ange winning Manager of the Month and Son winning Pleasure? I hope they both do it. Are you not saying this has happened? Have I missed? Has it happened? I thought it was being announced on Friday. I'd love them to win it. 6'1", you're the same bloody height as me. You look like a midget, man. You look like a midget because you've got your, you got your selfie stick and you're pointing up here, looking at the top of your head. Put it down here, and you look like, I am Spurs. Hear me roar. Fucking 6'1". Get out of here. Good to see you too, Sean. I feel very good. Oh, I'm getting near the end of the comments. I've done it. God, I'm such a professional. Got to the end of the comments. Yeah, go on. I mean, everyone's subbed to Sean's Spurs talk show because it's a fantastic channel anyway. It's one of my favourites. I don't know if you've seen it, but Sean's doing these things with talking to fans after games, which is really cool. I mean, Sean's always poo-pooing how he do, and he has to be buoyed up by everyone. But I like that he's doing. He's got his little microphone. I'm really enjoying it, man. You're going from strength to strength. It's good to see. Great. All right. Well, you know what? A minute and 55 seconds. Look, I'll just show you what you have been watching here. This is what you have been watching. And Dermot, Celtic Rabbit, I love Bugsy's walking. Yeah, sometimes it's illegal. Well, I'm not going to call the police or anything like that. Great show, thanks, man. Well, I tell you what, we'll finish it off on Sean. Sean's got 50 million subscribers. If he says it's great, I think my job's done, isn't it? So, what we got happening in the next couple of days? Fuck all. But I'll probably be back doing something and talking bollocks. And until then, everyone, thanks for everyone. There's been quite a crowd in here tonight. Thanks for all the comments, man. Thanks for liking and subscribing. If you haven't, fuck you. If you're just lying on the couch listening to this, that's cool. If you're listening to it after the fact and you're just falling asleep, I hope you're falling asleep. I hope it's giving you some sweet Tottenham dreams. Until next time, folks. Peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs. Fucking end stream button isn't working, is it? Oh, there we go.